gone through quite a lot with my husband. When we first got together, he was, a very healthy man, and he would work construction and all that. And now, he's been sick. He got MS, and it's been really hard for us. My husband, he has a lot of trouble. He can't talk no more, so he can't really, he doesn't really interact like he used to be able to. So I love him, and I always do it, because he's the father of my sons and my daughters. I see his spirit and his he gets really happy with his children and with all of us. We always try to make him include in everything. So that's what I see also helps his spirit. We have 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. I live with my father and mother-in-law. Yes, we all live together. One of my children, she sleeps in the closet. She sleeps in a closet with me because there's no bed, and that really gets to me because she sleeps sometimes really uncomfortable, and I really want her to have a good bed where she can be really comfortable. Where my middle daughter sleeps, Mayrani. So basically fix the little bed for her, pillows and stuff. So that's where she sleeps right here, right now. God, he always gives me the strength to overcome everything, and my babies, and I see the way I see him happy and everything, and as long as I can provide for them, then I'll just keep on going.
Well, 2020 has been a whirlwind for a lot of people, but it started off for us. We took my husband to the emergency room with what we thought was pneumonia. Turns out that he had blood clots in his lungs. His blood count was really low, so he had a bleed somewhere. They did a colonoscopy. They found a tumor in his colon. He had colon cancer. Immediately panic set in because we didn't know what was going on, and we had no insurance, and nobody wanted to touch him with insurance. So that was in January. He was told he couldn't work, and he's our only source of income. I took some time off to homeschool, and of course that's about the time the pandemic set in. So no income, no insurance, no money, no bills getting paid. The snowball just kept getting bigger and bigger, and it's just been like that all year. As a mom, knowing that there's something under the tree for them, from anybody, from myself, from a stranger, even if it's something that was handmade, to know that somebody cared enough that there's at least one thing under that tree. It means more to me than anybody will ever know.
It's been rough, really, really rough. I have 2 daughters. My younger daughter's name is Diana. Well, this year my daughter got out of the hospital. She was in there for 7 months, basically her whole life. She had a diaphragmatic hernia. All her intestines came up to her lungs, and she just had this fluid in her head. And they were just there doing surgeries and stuff, and it was hard. It was really hard. I couldn't carry her when she was born at all. I couldn't touch her for like 2 months maybe. Well, right now she can't eat from her mouth, so she's eating from a little tube called a G-tube. We're just doing it day by day. My boyfriend, he's been hospitalized as well, and he was basically gonna pass away in the hospital. He was to the string that he was gonna pass away. He had MRSA. And I was pregnant at that time, and for me especially, carrying his baby, and it was just so hard.
I just remember being in a wheelchair, and from there I can't remember anything else. Turns out I was hospitalized for 3 months. I was in coma for the first month, which I had to relearn how to walk. 30% of my lungs are gone. So till this day, a year later, I still struggle with fitness while I'm at work. I work outside in the heat. But I mean, it's a sacrifice for my daughters, for my family first.
This year, we weren't planning to have a Christmas. I feel like my babies, they deserve the world right now, especially my younger one. She deserves everything. She's been through a lot. I'm just hoping for the best, like really, just so they can see that we made it. Like we can just look back and be like, look, we overcame this and look who we are right now.
This year's Christmas miracle planning certainly took a different tone. The year's been difficult for a lot of people. It's been difficult for us, but not as difficult as it's been for so many families. We were fortunate and able to keep everybody employed all year and just really feel blessed to have been able to do that, and really looking at it more as how can we help people who weren't so blessed. Today we are gathering items, we've been out shopping, we've been bringing things together, and now we're wrapping and preparing and organizing and just getting things together to deliver to our Christmas Miracle families. One of the goals of the Christmas Miracle is really to give people a little additional hope. I mean, their situations, they may be thinking right now, we're not gonna have Christmas, we're not gonna have a meal, we're not gonna have even our basic needs met at this time. And if we can go in and give them those things and meet those basic needs and give them Christmas and give them a little joy and a little spark and just create that bit of hope in their life that will hopefully carry forward and just get them moving in a positive direction, that would really be everything to us. Araceli is a great wife and a great mom, a wonderful lady who's working really hard to take care of her family, her husband, but they're just in a really tight situation, a difficult situation through no fault of their own, just life has handed them some difficult times and some challenges. They're dealing with them the best they can. Filiberto needed a hospital bed. He is in a bed that doesn't move, it doesn't help sit him up. They're trying to feed him and bathe him and care for him and make sure that he's taken care of, and they don't have the right equipment. And so providing a hospital bed for him is huge. I think that's gonna help his quality of life, and it's gonna help their quality of life, and everybody should feel better about that. The other big thing we're doing for this family is giving them a set of bunk beds, because they have 3 children and one of the girls is sleeping in a closet because they don't have enough beds and they don't have enough space. And that's heartbreaking to us, so we put bunk beds in. We're also, of course, providing Christmas presents. We put up a tree, gave them some gifts to help them with Christmas dinner and to help them just have a happy holiday that isn't strained by the things going on in their life.
Christmas feels hard and hope with joy. Yes, it does. Oh. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Can I have a
We gave Araceli a HEB gift card to help her purchase food and to purchase any extra items that they need just to make their holiday special. We're super blessed and super happy to be able to help them out and fix some things that are just not well in their lives right now.
You know, I'm very grateful with God that He put angels in my way, because y'all are angels. Y'all are really angels, and I can't wait to see my baby's faces, see them happy, and you know, I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much.
We're in Gerald, Texas, and we're doing the Carlson Cares Miracle Christmas again. Here in Gerald, we're at a family's house where the husband got colon cancer and he was the breadwinner and he no longer can work. He used to be in the Navy and he's a former vet, which we share in common. He has 4 kids that are living here. 2 of them have disabilities and his wife is trying to keep it all together. So we brought presents for the whole family and a Christmas tree. And we provided them a check so that we paid for next month's rent so they don't have to worry about that because they struggle with their bills from month to month.
It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. A big, huge relief that we don't have to come up with that much money for next month. And it's going to go a long way for bills and such. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And this has been a horrible year for our whole country, 2020. And it's just even made worse when you have cancer going on in your family and your husband's unable to work and your wife has to stay home and take care of the kids and they're homeschooling their children here. So we were able to come in and really provide what we think is a fabulous Christmas for them under really bad circumstances. And it's a blessing for us to be able to do that for them.
We're at Jose and Wendy's apartment. Jose and Wendy are a very young couple that have 2 very young daughters, 1 and 2, and they've really struggled this last year. Their youngest daughter has a lot of medical conditions, has been through a lot of surgeries. Obviously, Wendy's not able to work because she has to full-time caregive and manage medical care and therapy. With all of the expenses that come with managing all of the medical problems, they've just really been struggling. We're just really, really blessed to be able to help them.
Do y'all want to read this together?
Admiramos su dedicación a su familia. Queremos eliminar algunas preocupaciones para ustedes. Nos vamos a encargar a pagar su renta durante los próximos 3 meses. Oh my God. Esperamos que esto les traiga algún tipo de alivio y felicidad. Se lo merecen. Les deseamos muchas bendiciones. To cross and offer. Oh,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my
Made my
God. Wow. Thank you.
We thought the one big thing we could do for them to really alleviate some of the pressure they're under was to pay their rent. So we gave them 3 months of rent that'll get them through this holiday season and into next year and allow them to have just a little more room in their budget to manage. And we also gave them a gift card to H-E-B so that they could purchase groceries and things that they need for the holiday table. So we hope that this one big thing will stretch into the whole next year for them.
It means the world to me. It really does. It makes me happy. And just knowing that we're here today, it just brightens my day. It really does.
I'm happy my kids can have their first Christmas all together as a family.
At this time of year, during the holidays, I think that we find so much more joy in sharing and giving and improving others' lives. We've been so blessed. We're richly blessed. Passing that on to other people and helping them have that same feeling of those blessings in their lives is really so much more important to us than any of the celebrating we could do.
Doing these Carlson Cares Christmas miracles, they're always special, but this year it's even more special just because we're trying to provide some hope and give people hope for the future.